right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth. And in sincerity across the four winds, the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. And what I want to get into, all right, this morning is dealing with no matter what, our people, will choose death. No matter how much truth comes out, no matter how much exposure, no matter how much Esau Edom tells on itself, our people will still choose death, and that's a token, all right, of the curses that our people are under, man, And what we have to understand, you go to the book of Galatians, and it speak about how Yahweh Shai, became a curse for us. All right. It's talking about the believers, and those that believe in Yahweh Shai, those we're transitioning out of the curse. Because one thing that's transitioning us out of the curse is obedience. You look at certain curses that evil eye towards your brother. Well, according to the scripture, Yahweh Shah said, love thy neighbor as thyself, and that's reversing that curse of the evil eye. All right, now we still exist amongst our people who refuse Yahweh Shah, and they just dwell in the curses, okay? And we still have particular things, we still have restraints, under these curses until the time of Yahweh Shah. But we see, as believers, we see us transitioning, from the curses, man. Okay? And one thing about those curses, they will be an indicator and a token of who we are. Okay? And one thing about it is you read the scriptures dealing with the curses and you look at these particular people, all right, it's an indicator for us in this time that we are those people, man. Okay? Because one of the main things is Jake, okay, is going to choose death regardless, man. Jake, no matter what, like I said, no matter how much information comes out, no matter what documentary comes out, no matter how many facts come out, no matter if the devil tells them himself what he's about, okay, Jake is still going to choose death regardless, man, the majority of our people, man. So when you go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, all right, verse 45, it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power to keep his commandment and his statutes which he commanded thee. Okay, so this is a promise that the Lord made for our disobedience, that these curses will consume us, man. And when you look at our people, when you look at black culture, that's a nation consumed by these curses. Okay, when you look at black culture, that's the result of a people being consumed by curses, man. All right. Well, guess what? The scriptures say we were translated out of darkness into light. Okay, so we operate in the light amongst each other, man. All right, but we still have to deal, all right, with the cursed people until the time of salvation. You know what I'm saying? We still got particular restraints as well. Verse 46, it says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign, okay, and for a wonder upon thy seed forever, which is a long time, okay? So the curses itself is a sign and a wonder, and it's a token, all right, because you go into the word sign, I believe it's the same word as token. Yeah, it's the same word as token, all right, which is atah, okay, ahatah, which is a distinguishing mark, okay, a token, an ensign, a standard, a miracle, or proof, okay? So these curses are proof of who we are. Now, when you go here to Deuteronomy 28 and 28, it says, this is part of the curses, it said, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And this is what we see. Our people are smitten with their continual blindness. We was all smitten with blindness. But guess what? Through Yahweh Shai, we see. Because remember, Yahweh Shai did what? He healed the blind. Okay, when he was in the earth. And now in the spirit, he's healing the blind, which is the elect. We can see now. Jake is still operating in blindness. Jake is still, you still gonna have Jakes voting. Okay, well they vote Democrat or Republic, either which if you can see, if you're in the light, you can see is all a sham. Okay, but you still gonna have Jakes that vote. You still gonna have Jakes that believe in his money system. You still gonna have Jakes, okay, that are gonna try to salvage this beast system, man. Okay, but you still gonna have Jake that's gonna trust Esau, that's gonna, believe every, thing that this man says. Okay, still listening to this man's instructions. You know, Jake is gonna choose death. All right, if you're not of the elect, you're gonna choose death no matter what. No matter what come out, you're gonna choose death. Okay, and it says, "And thou shalt grope at noonday." All right, and the noonday is the brightest time of the day. So here it is. This truth, is going out full throttle. All type of information, all type of exposure is going out. Okay, even like I say, even the devil is exposing himself. He puts a lot of things in his movies and his TV shows. Okay, all this exposure is going out. The scriptures say how Esau, all right, made bare. Okay, he can't hide himself, man. Okay, no matter how much this man shows that he's a devil, okay, and he shows you what he's about, okay, Jake still, all right, is going to choose this man over everything, man, which is going to be to their death, man, to their torment, all right? And it says, "Is the blind groping in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled forever, and no man shall save thee." Yeah, and there's no leaders amongst black culture, the black community. Okay, you had Quavo at the talking to Kamala Harris, man. There's someone smitten with blindness, man. Okay, there's groping in the noonday. Hey, you see, here it is. All the answers are constantly being poured out through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. All the answers to why, all the why questions that our people have. Why is so-called white man hate us? Why is he so prosperous? Why we can't be like them? Why this? Why that? Why did God allow us to go in slavery? Why all the why questions are being answered. Okay, but Jake is in their blindness, man. Okay, and no matter how much because you look at black culture, it only gets worse. Now, it was a plague of feminism. That was the first major plague. Okay, that broke up families. Okay, then there was a plague of street culture. Okay, which constantly just setting our people backwards. All right, then now you have the alphabet community. Okay, which is becoming a plague amongst Jake. So no matter how counterproductive black culture is, okay, as the scriptures say that thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, thou shalt be only oppressed, okay? Because black culture is a culture that oppresses itself, man. Okay? Women make these horrible decisions, get these, all these baby daddies and children. You oppressing yourself. Niggas, got these gang wars and all these different things going on, okay? Selling poison in the community. You oppress yourself. Okay? You're a domestic terrorist to yourself. Okay? Within your own culture. And no matter how bad it gets, Jake still chooses their way, man. Niggas are still choosing the street life no matter how many niggas go to prison or die. Okay? The nigga woman is still choosing, okay, to procreate with these niggas no matter, okay, how bad off they end up, man. No matter how terrible the children are, they still making the same decision, man. This is their generation that walked in the wilderness, man. Okay? Let's go, let's get this parable, because our people have heard this word, but they don't care, man. It's the book of Luke chapter 8. All right, this is Luke 8 and 4. It says, "And when much people were gathered together and were come to him out of every city, he spake by a parable. A sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it it withered away because it lacked moisture. And some fell among the thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it and choked it. And others fell on the ground and sprang up and bare fruit an hundredfold. And when he had said these things, he cried, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. And his disciple asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. Okay? So no matter what, all right, because the mysteries of the kingdom, see, there's only a select few that the Lord built to be able to comprehend and grasp the concept of a kingdom or rulership. All Israel ain't built to grasp that concept, man. The mysteries of the kingdom, the mysteries of rulership, okay? The mysteries of sovereignty in the earth. The last thing a nigga thinking about is sovereignty, man. Nigga just want their little pleasures in Babylon, man. Niggas ain't thinking about sovereignty, man. Okay? It says, now the parable is this. The seed is the word of the Most High. All right? Those by the wayside are they that hear. And see, with this seed, all we can do is cast seed out. Every time we do a lesson, we're casting out seed. We can't help what ground it falls on, man. Okay? We have nothing to do, okay, with how this seed takes, how this word, when we cast this word, how people take to this word. We can just keep casting word. That's what we're allowed to do, man. You know, as Apostle Paul say, Paul planted, Apollos water, as the Most High gave the increase. Okay, so we can continue to plant seeds in the earth, this word, okay, and the other brothers water. You see, and it's the Most High that gives the increase, man, if he allows that seed to take. Okay, it said, those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. They on the rock are they which, when they hear, receive the word with joy, and these have not root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away. And that which fell among the thorns are they, when they have heard, go forth and are choked with the cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. But that on the good ground are they which in a honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring fruit with patience. Okay? So you're gonna have all these different scenarios of this word going out where our people that is not meant for them to get. Okay, this word not gonna take root, but for the elect, this word is gonna take root and begin to flourish. Okay, first it begins to flourish, as a man, it begins to flourish you know, in our individual life. Okay, and then, okay, what happens, man? We begin to teach. We built up to teach, and then we start bearing fruit. You know, we sprout. The seed is planted, then eventually a sprout, grows out. Okay, and then eventually, it keeps growing, and then it branches, and now it's bearing fruit. Okay, but it's not meant for every Israelite to go through that process. Let's get this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 30. All right, verse 8. It says, now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in the book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Most High. Yeah, that our people is rebellious. Okay, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Most High. So we have the record that our people are stiff-necked and stubborn. You know, that's why sometimes, even it's still a marvel to see Jake still choose death with all this coming out. All right, but we can't be, appalled to the point that it hinders us, because we have a record like, oh, the Lord, had Jake recorded of being rebellion. Look what Jake did in the wilderness, man. All those miracles that the Lord shown, and what did Jake do? They went right back to idolatry of Egypt, man, the golden calf. Okay? You had Jake being, when we was in our sovereignty, Jake being sodomites in the temple. Like Jake wilding, man. Okay, this is our people. We have a record of it, like Jake be wilding, man. No matter what the circumstances is, the Most High can have favor on Jake. The Most High can put hell on Jake. The Most High can show miracles to Jake. Jake still, all right, that generation of wrath, as the scriptures say, the 2/3, aka the generation of wrath, are always going to choose death, man. Okay? Will say to the seers or to the prophets, see not, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Okay? And that's what Jake wants to hear. Jake wants to hear comforting words, all right, and within black culture. Jake wants to hear some hope for niggas, man. Some hope for black people. No. The hope is for the elect of Israel that have repented through faith in Yahushua. That's the hope. Ain't no hope outside of that, man. Jake wants some type of hope that the next president is gonna do right by them. Okay, that's what Jake want to hear, man. Smooth words, man. Loans, black businesses, and black economics. Jake want to hear those smooth things, man. Okay, protect the black woman. All this silly shit. All right, that's vain as hell. Okay, it says. And they say, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. And see, Jake want to hear everything but the gospel, man. Jake can take heed to every doctrine and philosophy except the gospel, the good news of the Bible. Okay, he said, wherefore does say the Holy One of Israel, because you have despised this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stayed thereon, which is the pen. Okay, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaketh coming suddenly at an instant, Okay, so our people trusting in society, and it's gonna be a quick collapse, man. Things are gonna hit the fan quick. Okay, chaos and violence, starvation. These things are gonna settle in the earth, man. While people are still in this mindset of trusting in oppression, man. They trust in the system that has done nothing but oppress them in every way. Every way this system has oppressed our people, and our people show nothing but trust for this system, man. It says, and he shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shear, okay, to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. Yeah, so the Lord's gonna break up our people. Hey, pretty much Jacob's trouble is gonna grind Jacob to dust, man. All right, the Most High is gonna break our people down to the smallest. All right, hey, yeah, he's gonna break them down to pieces, man. With this collapse, it said, "For thus said the Lord power, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall you be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye will not." So our people, all right, they refuse to rest in prophecy, to rest in truth, to rest in the power of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay? They refuse that, man. All right? But they said they refuse their strength. Israel refuses their power. Okay? And they take hold to oppression, man. Okay? They take hold to this oppression, and it's gonna be to their ruin. And Lord will we endure, and we don't fall into that spirit, man. All right. So Lord will you brothers and you sisters will edify till next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala, Ba, DTA soon. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, man.